Okay. Good morning, friends. We're still getting situated here because 9 o'clock snuck up on me, but that's okay. I think we're good to go. I've been thinking about what we're going to do for streaming, but planning it out and making the thumbnail and everything, time just slipped away as far as actually making sure OBS was set up, but I think we're fine. Okay. All right. So, per usual, we're going to start with all of our chores. We'll start in the Frosted Heights. We're going to try to do the whole chore list today. Not gonna lie, it seems like it might be a little bit of a tedious stream in that we're gonna be taking care of things and making sure stuff is prepped and good to go. Doing all the chores first and foremost. Since I haven't really had time to be doing those, I have to make sure to do all of them on the weekend. We're gonna have to do a grind session at some point before the new update so that I have resources and all my chests. Kristoff's is done. Aladdin still is done. We'll pop down to the beach. So all the chores, and then when we get to Eternity Isle, when we get to Eternity Isle, we need to, I can drop this board off here, go through, figure out where all the spawnables are, and then start blocking them off with like intention. So that way that area can start finishing and it'll be quicker for us to go through and clean it. While we're focusing on other builds. Okay. Okay, Moana's taken care of. And then if we still have some time at the end of stream after taking care of those things, then we will play around at one of the other builds that I'm thinking of doing next. I don't know which one I want to do next. That's off I did. I only missed a couple of moonstone chests. That's not too bad. Okay. Next. Did we do beast hall while we were down there? No, we did not. I'm debating either doing this. Actually, maybe we will. Well, okay. What I'm debating between is doing the Beanstalk Marshes in Storybook Vale or the first biome of Wish Blossom Ranch, which I think is just the ranch. Wish Blossom. Oh my gosh. Say that 12 times fast when you've barely had your first cup of coffee. But I'm thinking we get Hercules and Phil in 2 weeks. So we'll have a ton of items. So maybe we should start working on Storybook Vale. Because I know I want to do an Alice in Wonderland build there. Groundbreaking. I know. And I'm still going to do it. So I know I want to do that one. I know I want to do a Dark Fairy build there. And then I have some Hercules build ideas. So maybe we will go to Storybook Vale next. I'm making progress filling up my vegetable chest. Okay, what things do we know we don't need? I feel like I need that. We have a bunch of storage stuff we should take care of today too, so that's all good to go. Alright, we can cross off Wally's Garden now, and Beast Hall. And we're good in the main valley, so let's pop over to Wish Blossom. We don't need to do the Scrooge door. Go all the way over to here. Okay. Excuse me. So, Blossom Wally's Garden. This is like the main area where I was like, we should take care of storage because my chests are getting out of control for what needs to go into my house. Is there anything in here? Yep. It'd be cool if we could filter by DLC. We'll pop all that in the house later too. This can go inside. And I think that's everything related to this DLC. Okay. the honeycombs, I'm pretty sure I'm done with after that. We'll find out. Maybe I'll find I still need more, but okay. So this is what I mean. Let me grab the flowers real quick. I want to get that down to 1 chest. Which means I'm going to need to empty my pockets. Nope, that is not what I need to sell. This, I'm pretty sure I have enough of. I'm not selling anything else on accident. Okay. So both of these things need to get dropped off in chests just outside of the house. We'll do that first. What? Okay. So now let's go grab a bunch of stuff to put in the house. Inside. Ooh, to sneeze. Okay. There's not that many of those. This one can stay. And this one. Let's grab all of those. That one. Move it. And then these two have little enough that we'll leave them here for now. That one can definitely stay. Eek. This is why we need to empty this chest into the house, because there's way too many things. We dump some stuff off here. Okay. Okay. Well, our pocket's full, so we're gonna have to run into the house. This is where I have overlap. Alright, we'll figure out how to... What did I just bring over? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all the flowers are here. We've got sand, we've got that thing, and that, and that, and that. That. One of those flowers are good. Those 2 woods are good. Honeycombs are good. Fish. Onyx. Feather. Pebble. Okay, we'll drop this off first. I might need to step away and warm up my coffee again. Oops. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, no, I guess we can just keep working on the honeycomb stone. And this goes to my uppermost level of my house. Okay, and get this one expanded so we see where we're at with all these flowers since we're getting close to having all of them. Ish. Not so much on this one. This one will take forever to fill. And this one's looking pretty good, so we'll do this. Oops. Why are you? Thank you. Okay. This is the unfun thing that just has to get done. Okay. And then I just need to keep some of those so that if we see a little bee, we can feed it. And this can get sold. Okay. And this one I think is already maxed out. Yep. So let's go grab the last of our stuff to put away for here. I just did Eternity Isles recently, so I don't think we need to do that one again. And storybook veil, I only just started making like an exterior extra storage for the time being, so I don't think we need to do that one either. It's just this one. Oops. And those go upstairs. Okay. Here we go. So we need to transfer everything out for now. And I might regret doing this, but we're gonna do it anyway. Okay. So this was the one I need here, and this one here. This comes out. There's one right there, so we'll take this guy. Put one of these in here. That definitely should not have been in there. Put one of these in here. Put a stone in there and a rope. And an acorn. An iron. And I've got and then one of these. Okay. Alright, that is all the things. Oh wait, we don't need these anymore. Or these. Or these. And everything else we're still holding on to. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So we'll sell this stuff real quick. And finish off Wish Blossom by dropping all this stuff off. We did Beastall, Kristoff's, Aladdin and Moana's stall. We don't need to do the Scrooge store and Storybook Veil. Okay. What do we have? Just go through all the chests again. Okay. I should do some fairy bubbles to label these. Or something. I just haven't gotten that far yet. Alright, stone needs to start going in my home chest, which is good because I'm pretty sure I'm low on it at home. It goes upstairs. In my home valley, rather. Main valley. And nothing here. Okay. We had some extra pink flowers. Which I think I have in... here. And finally starting to fill up this chest. Oh. This goes upstairs, but this goes back in that flower room. There we go. Let's grab all of these. Since we're gonna be in here. Nope, leave this one. Putting stuff away. Leave this one. Can leave these. We'll put that away. That I need to check on in my main valley. Same with this one. When we pop over to Eternity Isle, we'll put those ones away. Oh, this is regular bamboo. No, it does not live in the chest though. Okay, name by type. Yeah. Okay, I think that is that managed. And then do the flowers first so I don't forget the other things by not seeing them amongst the clutter. Okay. So this we're gonna sell, and this we're gonna sell. Extra brick goes here. And this is going to go in a valley. And all this stuff needs to stay in the house. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So event stuff goes up here. And extra materials go on this floor. Iron goes in one of these. There we go. Sweet. Okay, done with the house for now. So pop over, finish up Storybook Vale real quick, and then we can get to Eternity Isle. My chat wasn't working. Yikes. Okay. Wally's garden. Stream is healthy. That was strange. I don't know why chat just decided to stop working for me, but okay. we're back. Go take care of so we've done Kristoff's now. We'll do Milana's stall. All the little things. This build that I can't wait to do once we have Hercules and all of his stuff. I hope we get a path that's like this. I really, really, really hope we get a path that's like that. Okay, we also need to drop off this in the home chest. And we need to go get way more moss, if possible. Will you please? Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. So, if we finish Eternity Isle stuff and our chores on time, I think we're going to pop over here. Oops. I think that my graphics, my time of day is still set to our dream snap it sure is. I was wondering why it was getting so dark. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Why do I have a dot? Okay. Teapot Falls. This is the other build I'm pretty sure I have figured out. At least I know that I want to do a build here that is Alice in Wonderland themed. I don't really know where I want to put everything, but I know I want it to be themed. And then Wildwoods. Grab these. Dump off all of this. And grab what we need from here. And drop off the last of it over here. And then we're done. Then we can go over to Eternity Isle and do what we need to do for the rest of stream. Okay. We'll start here. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna move this over to here along with these things. Because we need to plop some more stuff down. to keep things from spawning. What is large and in charge? Scroll, please. Scroll at a reasonable speed, please. Is that too? Dang. How about perfect. Giant, which is nice, but a little bit too giant. I hope the things can't spawn on top of this. That would like very much defeat the purpose. Okay. Let's start with that. Is there anything showing up over here? Okay. Some of these are small, which makes it hard to figure out how best to block them off. Okay. Oh my gosh. Why am I stuck? Oh, what? Interesting. We needed something small to fit under there. Let's grab another. Well, I need to dig up that dig spot. Do I have like a good amount of? Those are a little bit big. Excuse me. These fountains are small. Let's get this dig spot up. Am I stuck back here? If I am, that's fine, because hopefully that means stuff is less likely to get stuck back there, but I just need to get out. Okay. Oops. Do you think they can spawn underneath this? Probably, huh? Wait, what was that? Oh, the stables. This one's smaller. Okay. No, let's do my oldest. These are all pretty small. I wish you could search by like the size of an item. That would be helpful. Okay, we'll call that good for now. Stuff might show up in this little area here. It shouldn't be too bad. Okay. Okay. We need some small things in there. Small-ish things. Okay. Those are way too small. This is just another reason why we need to have Atlantis here already, because then I could actually fill this up with decor that I want to stay instead of random objects. You'd only need a few random objects to keep the spawns where we want them. Okay, well, that's good, because I'm getting bored of this. Okay, I think we cleared up a bunch and made it so that a bunch of things can't spawn down there. So let's keep clearing up here. We need to stop over and sell some things. Oops. Let me be careful now. Okay. And then we'll do the same up here. So definitely need to have easy access to these things. But these can get out of the way. These will be just in case we decide we want them for a filling in over here. Which I'm thinking probably not, but they take up space. which will keep things from spawning, so we're just gonna leave them. Scooch this one over. And then I don't really think we need the pallet anymore. But again, it's just stuff in the way of the spawnables, so. I think we'll pick up like everything but the flowers. So we can drop like a house, a couple houses or something over here. Take up some space. I'm gonna move. No, I'm gonna leave them. Okay. Now what were the large items that we had? Okay. This is kind of a small house. We still need to be able to get through here. And then where's that like old cabinet, like maybe not these ones, but the cabinet things like this we can put back here. It's going to cover that mining node, but I'm okay for now. And the more space we have covered, the more likely the spawns will show up where we want them. Okay. That's probably fine for now. No, 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 no. Nope, 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 nope. I made all those sticks show up right there. I don't want Max to pick them up. So we're trying to keep them from showing up under the trees where we want the rock things to show up. Okay. None so far. Here where we want them. Still none right there. This one already blended, but we need them in other places first. And the extras can stay up here. Okay, and then I wanted one down here. Did it spawn here? No. Okay. So now let's go do this to the courtyard. Okay. So not yesterday, the day before we were over here. One ended up back here and we didn't do anything about it. So let's grab some of these so that it won't spawn back here. Okay, and then something else. That's giant. Something else that's like smallish. This one's small. No. Is this one small? Yes, but not small enough. What about one of the picnic blanket things? Oops. It's a good size. So we need to remove this one. And then maybe throw some other biggish things down over here. Let Max do what he's gonna do first. Okay. What else do we have that's large? Okay. We'll tuck that stuff back. Ooh, am I stuck? Okay, something might still spawn, but... And get... Wasn't there... Yeah, there it is. All these dig spots up. Okay. Alright, we're gonna probably cover up this mining node for now. It's fine. What other large items? Oldest. Oh, that's not what I meant to click on. Oh my gosh. What items do we have that are kind of... This has to be on water, right? It's kind of big-ish. Probably don't want that in front of Shay Rummy like that. Okay. Not the most fun process, but if we want to try to get things to show up where we want it faster, we're gonna have to just deal. Okay, that at least removes a lot of options. And then I just need to remember to drop stuff whenever one spawns where I don't want it to be. Let me grab this thing. Okay. Let's go finish up chores and see where things are over here. We did Moana's stall. Here's beasts. Okay. This needs to go here. And then have things shown up where we want them here. I don't see any. Go ahead and get rid of these. What are those called? Splinters of Fate? Rock is not where we want it to be. But I don't want to put random things through here because we come here and do chores too often. There's enough decor, I think, to be in the way. But it won't take too long. Forgot where my vacuum is over here. I think it's over here. We've managed to get most things to show up where we want them. And this and this. Okay. I'll grab these. Might as well grab these shards too. We can replace some of the dreamlight we used. Oh, I keep forgetting it doesn't work. This one. Okay. So what we want is stuff to be right here. Okay. Oh, this is an area we need to finish. Okay, we'll finish this. I need to go warm up my coffee though, so I'll be right back. Okay. Much better. Let's fix this. Okay. I had hoped we would get some like new tables that I liked better for over here. But I don't think we ever did get any that I liked more. Because I really like these chairs. Yeah. So let's see. Just use these tables for now. This corner. Like this. I think that was why I didn't like these tables. Things just don't quite fit right. Okay. That one's too in the way. Okay, we can move through here. Let's make some food to put on those tables. Do some entrees. All. And do one of these. Do one of these. And one of these. Okay. Oh, I guess we could do more because the big tables can fit more, right? Yeah. Okay. Actually, before we do that, let's go see what Tiana has before we use up any resources. Okay. I'll go drop these here. Drop. 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 Okay. Share some tacos, and what's another good sharing dish? Maybe this one? Oops. And then put a couple of these on this plate, or on this table. Okay. Good enough. And then we need to fix over here. So I think maybe we don't do, just kind of make this a waiting area. Sorry, Mulan, I just stole that chair completely from underneath you. What other foliage is there? There's a giant vase that's very similar to this one. This one. Did they change the footprint on this? I thought it used to be giant. I'm not going to complain if they did. Okay. We have like a little waiting area. We do need to decorate the inside of that restaurant. But I'm a little bit like hesitant since I don't really love the tables that we have. I kind of had to choose something just to be able to finish this build. But perhaps with Hercules we'll get something that I like. Okay. I'm thinking we may have to put all the flowers back the way they were. Because I have not been able to get any more swirling sands to show up in the plains. So I will do that. And then I still need to put flowers in the wastes for watering purposes. So if we can get them to spawn on that one side, then we will put the flowers next to them because I really like how close they can get. We just need to spread these flowers back out. Oops. Okay. No, I want these to fill in this area a little bit more. I'm not sure, like, the best placement. Okay. We might plop a few more down there later on. Okay. Alright, as far as the chores go, we've taken care of Kristoff's now. And Aladdin, Moana, and Beast. Okay. So now let's go check out how we're doing in the grasslands. Oh, I never did decide what I wanted to do here. Mostly because I don't know if I want to have my house here or not. Okay. Let's feed you real quick. Maybe we'll get a critter memory. Nope. Okay. This will be the last of the stalls we need to stop at. Okay. I still don't know which of these chests I'm going to want here. But we're going to want to leave this here for now. Don't need to have that here. I don't know why that's there. It should be down here somewhere. But since we can't get the things we want to show up over here, maybe we'll tuck it into this area. Okay. And I don't need this here anymore. These I'm definitely gonna have here. I just don't know about the house possibly until we get Atlantis items. Which we are, again, manifesting. Hopefully it will show up on the roadmap. That would really make my year. Okay, I like that rock. It's a nice boulder. And we're in good shape over here. Excuse me, thank you. There's that one. This area we can probably fill out with foliage once we get done with cleaning up the rest of this. Okay. That's our palette. Oh, let's feed this critter. Oh, I could have fed you your favorite food. Oh well. Yay, memory. Okay. We do not want this rock here. But we do like this guy, so let's dig into our foliage palette and blend it in. And then one of these giant ones. And one of these other full ones. And then what else can we put over here? This is pretty chunky. I don't think this is gonna fit anywhere. How about something low to the ground? Okay. And then we just need like a connector piece right there. So perhaps this. Okay. I feel like we could blend a little bit better coming right up to here. This is also another one of those builds that we're like putting off full completion until the summer events finish, because there's very likely going to be camping related things this summer that will fit in here. So we'll just check and see if anything spawned that we don't want it to be here. Like this one. I feel like if that was right here, we could make it work. Definitely don't want this over here. I know I should start thinking about leaving the like Nightthorn-esque items for the update, but it's still more than 2 weeks away, I think. Critter. Nope, no memory. Okay. I said if something spawned back here, I was probably going to leave it, especially... I mean, I don't love the swirling sands over here, but the problem is... I don't think we can get them to show up in... the plains. And I wonder if it would just be better to have it hide behind the bushes that I have right up at the top of the promenade. Excuse me. We can get all of this. We need to put flowers down here. This one I was thinking about leaving, but I don't think I want to. Okay. Hmm. So this is where I'm thinking. I already have one that showed up back there. If the rest of them show up here, I think they'll be pretty invisible. And then we won't have to worry about cleaning them out all the time. And then this guy, we want to get these kind of like near the water. Or around the campsite area. I would really rather have one of those in that small nook in the lagoon. So maybe let's just go remove that swirling sand and we'll just keep prioritizing the spiky things. Okay. So one thing I need to do... you might live there now. Yes, I do believe you live there now. Okay. Okay, I need flowers in all of the rest of these biomes. So my extra flowers are here. All right. What kinds of flowers do we need? We've got some here. Here and here is good. The courtyard needs some flowers. That's an easy one because we're just going to drop them and have them not be in the way. So we'll grab like 3 of each. Maybe not 3 of those ones. I was thinking that dropped flowers wouldn't spawn with like wouldn't dry out, but then the other day some dried out for me, so we're back to testing this. Okay, that's fine. And then let's go back to our map. So I have a ton here. We need some in the borderlands. We've got some in the oasis. The borderlands and the wastes. So we need cactus here and glass flowers there. Okay. Blue. Black. Green. There should be orange, right? Did I miss that in the other chest? I sure did. Okay. And since these areas are pretty much decorated, or at least the Borderlands one is where we want them. So we'll figure out those ones, but I'm going to do the flowers and the waste over here. Right here. So we just need to kind of plop them nearby. So let's grab blue. Where can we put them where they will be safe for now and not in the way of things spawning where we want them? Maybe like right on the edge. blue, orange, trying to get them as close to the edge as possible because we know we want breathing room. There were only 2 black ones in my pocket, I think. These green ones. And probably like right over here. And then the last black ones. Okay. If they end up having to be dropped a specific way, I can pick them up and drop them and move them again. I could do some over here. I thought I had some plants there that may have disappeared, but we'll see. Alright, and then where do we want to be looking for dried flowers? Over here. Our well is here. But this little garden is over here. I wonder if we can get enough of them throughout here. Okay, I know I have some here. So we'll start with the purple. Do purple in there, and we'll do one over here. And then white. Let's do a little bit farther away. Maybe like right here. And hopefully I don't accidentally pick it up when I harvest. White. What's next? Yellow and pink. I wanted one right over here. We need a... Oh, there's pink there, so we'll do yellow over here. Yellow and pink. Okay. And wish we had more purple. We do. Okay. Maybe another yellow? I don't know about there. Oh, let's do a pink one on this side. Okay, I think that is enough flowers over here. So do I have any left over? Some pink or some white and yellow. We'll go drop those off. And then we need to figure out what we need of the stuff over here. Okay. Is it just this kind of flower that's in the grasslands? I think so, right? Definitely gonna need more than 5. Maybe do that. Oh, and these. But these go in the grove and the lagoon, and that's done. So I'm just missing the promenade because I have all my flowers in the grasslands. So I think we're going to do okay. So the question is, where do we want to try to put on, or to put all the flowers for the promenade? Because I don't have any. I guess we could do it back here. I don't have any wells, so there's no like reason to get close by here. Or we can do them here. Maybe right here. This seems to have like more areas for flowers and stuff. So let me drop some up here. We're gonna test if I drop them versus grab them and place them. Okay. So now all these were dropped. Okay. Where can we put you where we will be able to water you? Right here? Okay. There. And maybe some more over here. Then we need the green ones. I'll put a green one here too. And then one can go right by this rock. Where'd I just go? My last green one. Okay. Put you back here. I have this way too crowded. I'm also not going to change it. No, I want you closer to some foliage. Yeah, okay. Alright. So we'll see which of these dry out, if ever. We try to get some memories. Okay. They're a little bit hidden, but I think it'll be okay. And then, oops. So now we've got flowers here. We got them here and here, here and here. We've got them here, which counts for all of this. There, there, here, there, there. Yep, okay, we're good. Let's go finish up. Let's see. Before we go figure out that little corner of decorating, I need to go do a couple of things for chores. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're doing okay. So let's go to the plaza real quick. I need to do Remy's quest and the boutique and some pumpkins. And maybe it'll stop raining by then. Once I have 10,000 daisy coins, I might take this off of my list, my daily list. Okay. Remy, let's take care of your task. Bonjour. Oh no, I hate this one. Okay. Alright, Vanellope, where are you, girl? She went that way. Okay. Damn. Let's go annoy Scrooge now. Okay, we do the boutique. And Remy's quest is almost done. Remy, you stay right there, dude. Stay back, you vile villain. Villain? Who are you calling a villain? Lass, what is the meaning of this? Huh, don't you think you can fool me? Don't think you can fool me. By pretending to be some kind of nice, innocent, rich Scottish guy. I know the truth. It's all there. That big pile of gold you're guarding. You're the final boss of Dreamlight Valley. I mean, it tracks. Admit it. And he withholds his goods from us. Final what now? I've got no idea what you're babbling on about, lass. Don't even try switching up your attack pattern. I've got a dexterity potion. You'll never hit me. Curse me kilts. That's enough of this. Leave me be. Alright. You sure are, Vanellope. Ignore her. You are, though, a little bit mean to people. Scrooge, not gonna lie. Made me spend all of my dollars before you let me have items. Remy, please, can I... Sir, thank you. Great. Cool. Pumpkins. Because we need money before Hercules and Phil get here. And I need a gardening buddy. Let's hang out, Wally. I hate saying goodbye to Wally, though. I should have picked Mickey. Please stop raining so that we can finish our decorating. Oops. I always get distracted when I'm harvesting pumpkins. And then I miss the power-up things. Yay, it stopped raining. Okay. I want more Toontown islands, Toontown items, so that we can make this a Toontown island with my gardening plot. Might be able to like start on the build a little bit because I'm pretty sure I want to do like a main street with all their houses and stuff on it. Walking down to Donald's house on the water like that. I don't like that those end up so far away. Okay. Okay. And then I'm not gonna worry about. I'm just thinking. No. Wally. Okay, bye friend. I'm so sorry. I can't look. I can't see you be upset. Okay. Be done. Be done. Be done. Grab these pumpkins. The lazy way. Drop off this. And we'll come back over here to finish this little area. Ouch. Okay. Go sell all this stuff. I'm just gonna sell that. And then I need to put those things back and away. Flowers need to go back down here. missed that. Oh well. Okay. I feel like I kind of want to update this area. I did this one before we even had angled decorating. But I still like it. I just think it needs a little bit of freshening up. Something to make it as full as I have over here. So we have 2,000 items-ish. Okay. So we need... Have I already fed this critter? I think I did. Let's put something back over here. Maybe one of the tiny baby trees. Move this for now. And then, oops, decorating back here is pain. It's pretty, but it is difficult. Okay. Do that there, and then something full, like this, behind it. Or maybe not. No. I feel like I want this to be more over here. Let's try something else. We just need something like that back there. Okay. Yeah. And then maybe we do a little bench here. What's that bench called? Stony bench? I think it's called bench at least. Yes. Okay. Yes. All right, perfect. And then all of these were too big to fit over here, so we need volume and height. What else are we at? There's a little space right there. Anything? It's a one tile item. Okay. And then there's space right there, so let's do a big floofy lily pad thing. Okay, now how are we looking? Right. Okay. So let's fill in around this tree. Starting with one of these. Do I not have the other ones, the bright green ones? Okay, nope, not those ones. The plaza ones? Yeah, okay. Okay. That's too big. I wish these were one tile. That's better over there. And then maybe we'll put this here. Maybe nothing there. Okay. And then over here. Is this the one tile one? I think it's the blue one that's not. Okay. Grab this guy again. Okay. That's just a tiny little bit right there. So something right there. I feel like I want something back here. Yeah, we need that volume. A rock doesn't really work there. What about this guy? And then we can do something there that's smaller. Ew. I'm struggling with these small gaps. Oops. I mean, I think that's okay. It's not great, but considering our options, I think it's okay. And we can't put anything back there. Can we put anything behind this tree? No. And then I feel like this area was full already too. this rock is ginormous. Okay. And that's, I think, the best we can do over there. All right. So I think we have do we have any of those dark ferns out? I don't think we do. Got enough of those out. And those. Those ones are the forest ones, I think. Hi friend, how have you been? Long time no see. I'm only on for a little bit longer, unfortunately. I just went right past what I needed. Yes, that's the right color. Okay. Let's put one over here. Okay. Eek. Such a tight corner. Okay. I'm like mesmerized by trying to just finish this little area. Okay. I don't know about that one. We'll leave that down there in case we need more. Okay. And I want some more of these snake plants. Okay. So other chunky things. Put that in there. Do we not have those little green bushes? I think I just use them down here and not here or here. We've got a couple on that side, so I think we can sneak some in. Yes. Okay. Maybe I would like this better here. No, because it wasn't full enough. Yes. That's what we're missing. Okay. Oh, I did have some over here. I must have just forgot to put them in my palette. Well then. There no space underneath this one. No, okay. Well. Okay. All right. What would look nice over here? Need something chunky to see if there's any green spots. No. Eek. How can I see through here? There's a lot of spots behind that. But honestly, I don't think we need anything more back there to make it feel more full. It seems full enough. Maybe just one like lily bush back there. Yeah. And just some like things right here next to this little tree, potentially. One of these. Eek. Where is it? Okay. And then do we want like a rock? Maybe? Okay. And then we'll blend in right here a little bit. And one of these big guys. Okay. And then we really need to fill out back here. This is going to be difficult because of the angle. It might be easier to keep grabbing what I need from in here. Any green? Quite a bit of green back there. And let's see. What over here? Oh, there's a ton of space over there. Into one of these, like, things that takes up a lot of room. Since we have the space. And perhaps another one of these little guys. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. How does that look? Okay, good. Let's put some more of these smaller things back here. There needs space. How can we see? Not very easily.
Okay.
Oops. Sorry, Siri. Was not talking to you. Ow. Okay. So we're looking good through here. My secret chest of food. Do wish the footprint on this rock wasn't quite this big. But not enough to change everything I'm doing, I think. I think we just need a few more things right here. Are we looking on space? We've got space back there. Or some stuff. No, let's do one of these little guys. Excuse me. Okay. Gosh, these little nooks and crannies are just so challenging to get into. I want to blend this snake plant in a little bit more. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see how we're doing. Our item count looks pretty good, considering how much we have left to decorate. It's getting to be a bit problematic, but not quite there yet. So this, I had originally wanted it to be like the path to soften out. Wait. This was a long time ago. This can't go one more that way because it connects. I wish we had that garden stone thing, but in this color. I think that would look crumbly enough on this path. All right. Put one of these over there. Maybe like a big tree bundle. Back here. Can we get one really, really close? Yes. And then we need some more of these guys down here. Maybe some back here. Clip in there. Are we lucky enough to find a spot back here? I don't think so. Okay, we'll put it over here. And we want to blend this guy in, perhaps. I like this one. I need something chunky. Right there. Excuse me. We could do some rocks over here too. Okay. And then back here, I keep pretty empty just for the sake of like fishing and stuff. But we can put a couple of things along the shoreline. Maybe not that one. Eek. That and that. I think I can still get back there in case anything pops up. And it would be a good place for things to hide. If we get like stone or something, we can blend it back there. We can't get it to spawn where we want it to spawn. Okay. I just need to blend this in a little bit more. What am I looking for? This thing. Okay. Yep. And then maybe one of these. Oh, that was not what I thought I grabbed. This. Yes. Okay. And then what other full things? One of these. Okay. We don't have enough of these lily things spaced around here. Do I hate that from this side? No. Okay. Okay. Did I just make it impossible to put one of these back here? Potentially. Yeah, like right there. Is there any more green space back here? Need something with a more regular footprint. Eek! Mostly on that side. And we have a big one of those already. So let's grab another lily pad bush. And see about putting it over here. And one of these. And then some rocks. I kind of finish blending this all back into here. I threw a rock up here too, right? That I can grab easily? Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's a little bit better. It's a little bit more full. I still need to be able to get back here, so I don't want to block that off entirely. And then over here, can we do like one of these trees? Eek. Eek, eek, eek. Kind of like a little bit casting. Yeah. And then we just need to fill it out at the bottom. So, oh my goodness. Okay. The camera here is a whole thing. And then some of these. think that's where I want that one, but no. I want it like over here. And maybe here. Okay. There. Now there's not so much dead space over here. We also did not have the like half grid situation when I did this area originally. So some things were nested a little bit too tightly together. You couldn't quite get like in between. Much better now. Okay. And then there's enough little nooks and crannies. We can hide this mailbox. Maybe some of those stones that keep getting in the way we let form over here. Like this little one that's outside of the house. Potentially one could go back here. And then we could blend it. And it would hide some of that stuff. I still think the best place for all the extra swirling sands is hidden down behind the magnolias in the promenade. This guy, I just want to maybe use for more decorating down here once we finish. Yeah, once we see if we get any more camping things that we can put back here. But I think until we finish getting the last of those items, if they decide they're going to show up, and until we get the spawnables in place, I think this area is basically as done as it can get for now. We'll still have to come back here like every time we get on to check that things are in places we want them. I like these things here. I'm just gonna blend them once we build this area. But yeah, I think we just need to keep checking that things are showing up where we want it. But until we get a few different kinds of categories of items, I don't think there's anything more we can do for Eternity Isle. Hopefully putting all of this stuff over here is enough to get the those rocks to form where we want them. Definitely have to just keep, like, when things show up, dig them up and drop something where it was. But hopefully that's like enough. Hopefully that's enough to severely limit the options until we can get everything to show up in here, where we have the rest of our runes. Yeah. Let's hope, let's hope. And then this area is still nice and cleared out. Oh, we need to harvest this. Hopefully one shows up down there. yeah, I think we're in hurry up and wait mode for Eternity Isle now, which is great timing. I have like 2 more minutes that I was planning to be on. And so next time when we get back, next week, I think we will decorate here. I think we're gonna do a Dark Witch, Dark Fairy build here. And I think it's gonna look really pretty. We're gonna have this continue out this way and like leave a little path that goes through the woods right there. Let me mark out that I want that to be somewhat of a path. I wish we had this like purple stuff. But I'll probably just use foliage to blend this in as a path. You just want to have it sort of mapped out. Something like that. We'll weave it through, make it meander a little bit more, but yeah. See what other kinds of witchy buildings we have to put in here. We want Ursula probably to be over here. Yeah, okay. Okay, that was perfect timing. All right. We will be working on this section next week. But until then, have a lovely week and thanks for watching. Bye.